think we may be missing one student, but we're going to go in and get started because the expressway is very backed up. And maybe they're all going to the concert is what Reverend Smith might think. We're going to start a little differently today. We have a couple of amazing guests. First of all, Dr. Garassi is going to join us as president of the college and say a few words, as well as our provost. We have Ron Tillman's mom and much of his family here. And we have Reverend Smith, who is going to start us off with just a little prayer.
And the only reason I get to do this is because my sister was such an awesome nursing student while she was here, getting both her bachelor's and master's, you know, getting the NP and everything like that. And because she's just like, I don't know, just had straight A's all the way through. So I go vicariously through her coattails and be able to be here to do this. So let us bow our heads for a word of prayer. Lord, we thank you for this opportunity to come together to honor these men and women here as they obtain their degree in nursing. Lord, we thank you for the continual and hard work and service that these young men and women provide. Please be with each and every one of them and their families during this time, and continue to bless each one of their families as they go out from this place into the workforce to help your people, help your servants, and act as you would to each and every one of us, the great caretaker that you are. Bless this time that we are gathered together here today, and bless all these men and women here. We ask all these things in your most precious name we pray. Amen.
Thank you so much. Such a real nice addition to a very auspicious occasion. The ceremony to pin the candidates of December 2012 second degree program. I'd like to thank all of the families and loved ones who came today. We have a very good problem. We have expanded beyond Spiro 2 into the theater. We tried this 1 year, a long time ago, and it was a little too large, so now it's just right. And thank you to the faculty who have made this possible, and to administration, and to all of the support staff at the college that really make this happen. I'd like to particularly recognize Ed Brown, who just played the guitar. He does this for us regularly. And Maria Tedisco, who helps organize all the back scene work. As well as the great grad assist. And I'd like to recognize Lee Manchester, who's here doing a phenomenal job, because it's always nice to have this in memory. It's one of our few ceremonies, traditions in nursing that remain. And so on the program today, someone is actually going to talk about the history of pinning and how we learn from the past. I'd like to first begin with Dr. Garassi giving us a few words, and I apologize for him not being on the program, but we're glad he is joining us.
Good afternoon. Wonderful to see all of you, and congratulations to all of you. Aren't you proud of yourselves today? You should be. This is a wonderful... Let's give a little round of applause. I'm happy to be here. I'm actually scheduled to be somewhere else, but I said put that on hold. I would at least like to come over for a minute or two and congratulate you personally, because you're about to begin a career which is of great, great value to all of us in this room and to the society at large. It's a wonderful calling. It's just not a job or a career. And, you know, any of us who've been in harm's way, who've had the assistance and the warmth and support and professionalism and expertise of a nurse, knows the value of the job that you and the career that you've chosen for yourself. So it is a remarkable step forward. And many of you started differently. This is the second degree program for you. So I congratulate you on your courage and your fortitude of, again, doing another degree in this way and persisting. At Wagner, we have a strong commitment to civic engagement and to really linking what we learn to making a positive impact on the community around us and really take that into their careers, whatever their jobs may be, whatever their careers may be, is to really link what they're doing to various publics that are counting on them to do it well. And we call that civic professionalism at Wagner. That's the term we use. That each one of these professions, in this case nursing, has publics, and in this case families and patients, that really are depending on them to do their job with integrity and professionalism, but with care and affection for the families of the patients. And certainly that's the training that you get here, and I think you all feel that. And our faculty, which is a spectacular faculty, mirrors that, because that's the way they approach education and the way they approach nursing in their own world. And so I want to just congratulate you for all of that. There are maybe 1,000 programs of nursing in the United States, but only 17 of them, and we are one of these 17, are declared centers of excellence. And so we're really, really very proud. You have come through a program at the highest level of education for nursing. So that's another round of applause for that and for the faculty. We have just a spectacular faculty here. I can't say enough about them. They give everything they have to this program and to these students, and they see themselves in these students, because they, just talking to Pat Tooker, I said, does this bring back memories to you when you were on the stage getting pinned? And she was telling me about that. And each one of our faculty could have that memory now and share that themselves in terms of their memory of what it was like to be, at this moment in life, just starting as a professional. So again, I just want to congratulate you, congratulate all the families. What you should do is give applause to these people out in the audience, because they help assist you in this. And congratulations. I won't be with you for the rest of the summer, but I will be thinking about you. The last thing I wanted to say, and I know Mrs. Tillman's going to come up in a few minutes, a member of your class is not here who would have been part of you, R.J. Tillman, who unfortunately, as you know, was killed in an automobile bicycle accident near the campus. And all I can tell you in my own life, when I had to deal with loss along these lines, the only thing you can do at this moment is take him and everything he meant to you into your hearts and into your practice. And when you're with a patient or a family that's in your flummox as to what I can do and how I can comfort them, you think about RJ and what he would say to you and what he would do for you. And you keep him alive that way. Thank you. Have a wonderful summer.
Richard is going to be surprised by this. Dr. Barassi is also going to get a pin today. It's not a nursing pin, but it's a Center of Excellence pin from the National League for Nursing. And I didn't want to ruin your suit, but is that when you have two wonderful members who lead the college, I don't have to say much for nursing, so my speech gets short. But I do want to just say a little bit about our second degree 15-month program. When Dr. Garassi came here as provost, we went to a unit system instead of credits. And that allowed the nursing program to become what is termed an upper division program. We changed our entire curriculum, in which all of the nursing courses are offered in the last 2 years. So that allowed us to go to the state and say, why can't we get people who have other degrees who would like to become professional nurses come into our program, since they have everything else they need, and if they have the necessary anatomy and physiology and other cognates, let them come in 15 months, they can become nurses. So we started the second degree program in 2004, and I have to say it's grown and been so popular, and we have such wonderful, wonderful students. And places like Johns Hopkins have actually gone to all second degree programs because we have such amazing students who now know for sure what they want to do. But I also don't want to not recognize our generic students who had a calling very early on, and many of them are here today to support you, and I just want you to know that. Many of them are in the audience, both juniors and seniors. And we thank both the second degree juniors, second degree generics, and the generics who are seniors and second degree. So thank you all for contributing to the field of nursing, and we hope to see much more of you in the years to come and maybe see you back. I'd like to apologize. Dr. O'Hare is ill today, and Dr. Ahern had her mother-in-law just passed. So they couldn't be with us today, but they're here in spirit. So let me now introduce our provost, Dr. Lily McNair, who I think you all had the privilege of getting to know last fall in a very sad situation. And she's been such a supporter of nursing as well. So, Lily. Lily already has a Center of Excellence pin. I don't know how to lower this for you, so I guess you're just going to take it.
Just go like that. I'm used to always adjusting the microphone. Good afternoon, everybody. It's such an honor to be asked to share this special moment with you in your journey as professionals, in your journey as part of your families and friends who are here today to celebrate your amazing accomplishments. And yes, we have shared something very special together, haven't we? I'm very much aware of when I was able to spend some time with you, when we all heard about the loss of our dear RJ. And I want to give a special welcome to Mrs. Nancy Tillman and her sister Joan and the rest of the family from Staten Island who are here to honor his memory. And I appreciate President Garassi's sharing with you a way to keep him and his spirit with you. He had an indelible mark upon everyone's lives, and especially this wonderful group here. The way in which you supported each other, the way in which you came into action to really promote and work with others on our campus team, especially Laura Barlament and America Graywall, to reach out to the community and make this community a safer place for all, with the support of your faculty, your amazing faculty, staff, and so forth. You really represent leadership in action and nursing in action. So when we talk about civic engagement and using your skills here and applying it to make the world and the community a better place, I can think of no other way in which you really show that than what you've done to honor RJ and use that very tragic experience to improve the lives of people in the community. So I want to thank you so much for all that you've done and you continue to do, because I know that these experiences shape the kind of professionals you are. As President Garassi said, yes, we have been designated a Center of Excellence for Nursing Education. And that reflects the hard work of everybody here. I know that our faculty and Maria worked endless hours putting together the application. And when Dr. Trapello showed me the book, essentially the book that represents all that nursing students do in the community, I knew right then and there that we really had a shot at this. What Dr. Garassi did not say is that, yes, we are one of 17 in the nation, but it's very unusual for a school to be awarded this designation upon their first application. This is quite remarkable. We submitted our first application, and as we strategized, Dr. Trapello said, you know, we're going to put this application in, and usually people will give us remarks and ask for revisions, and then we'll apply in the next round. We did it the first go-around, and that's amazing and a true testament to the hard work of everybody. The faculty rallied together. That documentation was this thick. The Center of Excellence Acknowledgement also focuses on nursing education and community involvement. And this is where you as our students play a critical role. We wouldn't have been designated a Center of Excellence if we did not have excellent students. We know that the field of nursing has to maintain high standards related to practice and accreditation. We would not be designated a Center of Excellence for Learning were it not for the extraordinarily outstanding student outcomes related to national boards and tests of practice and knowledge and theory that our students do very well on every year. So this is celebration not only of what you've accomplished here in your classes and coming to the point of graduating, but the ongoing excellence of all of you throughout your career here. And we expect that you will continue in every important way following your graduation from Wagner. So I'm proud to be here. I'm honored to be working with you. I'm honored to support you. And I wish you every wonderful achievement and happiness, because yes, this is a calling. And for any of us who has been in harm's way, as the president said, and needs the attention and expertise of medical staff, we know how incredibly focused and integral you are to our health and well-being. You've also demonstrated that throughout this semester in the aftermath of Hurricane Sandy. Given the devastation throughout Staten Island, particularly, and throughout the area that Sandy hit, we know that the health impact on communities has been tremendous. And again, you continue to show leadership in that way. So I could go on and outlining all of your wonderful accomplishments, but I'll end by saying thank you for your excellence, thank you for your dedication, and we want to welcome you back whenever you are nearby, because we're so very proud of you, and you make Wagner a very special place. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. McNair. Beautiful words and a boost to all of us. So as we move on down the program, I had a request from the student speakers that they go differently in order. Is Amy Merritt ready to do the nursing pin history, or did you want to go next? Okay. I think it's Courtney and Tara that will be switching places.
Good afternoon, all. My name is Amy Marine, and I am so happy you could attend our pinning ceremony this afternoon. In just a few moments, this class of 2012 will sit before you bearing a badge of courage, strength, and integrity, as so many devoted nurses have before us, as we are welcomed into the nursing profession by our soon-to-be colleagues. This is a tradition that builds upon a 1,000-year-old symbol of service to others and dates back to the Crusades in Europe, when many knights became nurses to treat the sick and the wounded. Wearing black tunics over their armor, these knights wore white Maltese crosses around their necks. Expanding upon this tradition in 1855, Queen Victoria presented Florence Nightingale with the Red Cross of St. George for her selfless service to the injured and dying in the Crimean War. In the 1860s, at the Nightingale School of Nursing at St. Thomas Hospital in London, Florence chose to extend this honor to her most outstanding graduate students by presenting each of them with a medal for excellence. The first pin was presented to the graduating class of 1880 at the Bellevue Hospital of Nursing in New York City. By 1916, the practice of pinning new nurses was common in schools throughout the United States and the United Kingdom, and today, my classmates and I partake in this tradition. Wearing our Evelyn L. Spiro School of Nursing pins, my classmates and I will remember to hold our heads up high, keep a strong but open heart, and greet all those we meet with healing hands. In continuing to recognize excellence, I invite Professor DeFazio to the stage to accept for all our nursing professors a gift from the class of 2012.
Professor DeFazio is our undergraduate director of all the programs, second degree engineering.
And Professor DeFazio has been one of the many professors who has always been there for all of us since day one, emailing us happy Thanksgiving, and the person we'd run to the minute anything was wrong. So we thought, what better person to present this plaque to, which reads, "All honor to the Evelyn L. Spiro nursing professors for their tireless dedication, compassion, and inspiration. We graciously say thanks, thanks, and ever thanks. Love, class of 12-12-12. behalf of my classmates, we thank all of our professors throughout the past 15 months, not only for your hard work, but for welcoming us all with open arms into your nursing family. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, class, and I can tell you that the plaque will go up. Maria will be calling immediately for the hanger. It'll go up right in the hallway, at the head of the hallway. We do greatly appreciate it. It was such a nice surprise, and we truly, all of us really wish you the best, and we hope that you'll come back and be wonderful alums, participate, keep in touch. We have, by the way, ordered Center of Excellence pins for all of you at no charge. The problem is that the National League for Nursing headquarters were located at 100 Broadway, and their offices have been devastated as well. So they've been operating out, so we don't have the pins yet. Maria's been tracking them, but so make sure you leave your correct addresses. Thank you for that lovely history, Amy. Okay, right now I'm going to ask Nancy Tillman if she'd come to the stage. Who had a great deal to do, as well as the Student Nurse Association, with helping the Ghost Bike effort and some of the safety issues that changed on the Hill. She's going to come up and also be with Mrs. Tillman at this time. And we'll give her the privilege of paying you. Did you want to say some words first?
We want you to. Okay. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm very honored to be able to speak with you. This is your day, and I don't want to take away any of the accomplishment from you, but I just want the opportunity to really thank you. I don't think you realize how much you've done. Let me go back to that night of February 12th, which is actually 10 months ago today. I received a phone call from a Staten Island police detective informing me that RJ was in an accident while riding his bike. Well, what happened was the farthest from my mind. I assumed that maybe he broke a leg. And so I said to the policeman, "Is he okay?" And he didn't answer me. And his silence spoke volumes. And so the nightmare began. And mind you, I'm no stranger to death of loved ones. I've lost both my parents. I've lost a younger sister, 2 husbands, RJ's dad and RJ's stepdad. And so I'm pretty well aware of the grieving process and how there's no escaping the pain and the sadness. But those experiences didn't prepare me for what I was about to go through. And I just want you to know that your words and your actions and the compassion from this college community, and you are a community, I see you that way, have been such a comfort to me during some very dark days. One of the first phone calls I received the next morning after RJ's death was from your college president, Dr. Gawarski. And I was, in a state of shock, but I was just so blown away to get that phone call from him. It was just so touching. And that was just the beginning. And that was where all of you came in. The first thing I was aware of, that some students had gone to the site of the accident on Howard Ave and made a little makeshift memorial. And my daughter and I came down the next week and we went to visit it. And I was just so touched. The pictures and the notes and the stethoscope and the balloons and the flowers and the little teddy bear. It was just so touching. And next I heard that you were arranging a memorial service, and I was so amazed that you put that together in just a day. I'm not sure who did it, but it was amazing. I have watched the DVD of that service many times. Then I was so pleased that RJ was recognized at the next home basketball game, and it was sweet. Whoever decided to sell the little green ribbons to help raise money for RJ's memorial fund. And I was astounded at how many of you attended the Ghost Bike dedication back in March. That was amazing to me. And I love how you all gathered on RJ's birthday wearing your RJ shirts and took a picture and posted it on Facebook. That was just very touching. And at the risk of omitting anyone, I'm sure I don't know everybody who did everything, but I would like to acknowledge just some special people. First of all, Dr. Gawarski, the phone call that morning. He and his wife sent flowers to me, and he's just been a real rock. Dr. Tapello, of course, for inviting me here today and letting me speak, and she's been amazingly supportive also. Jane DeFazio, speaking at RJ's memorial service, that was beautiful, thank you. Reverend Smith and Pat Tucker, they actually drove up to Syracuse for RJ's funeral service, stayed and had lunch with us, we had a nice time, and they brought me a whole basket of Wagner souvenirs, t-shirts and teddy bear, and they brought me the DVD and a nice album that you had made the day of the memorial service. Myra Garcia, helping me to channel donations into RJ's Memorial Fund and establish his award. Laura, for her participation in the Ghost Bike Ride. She also wrote a nice article in the Alumni Magazine, and her work to make Howard Ave a safer place. Joelle Meeks, I know that you handled the sweatshirt and t-shirt sales. I remember one time you were sick, and your mom was sick, and you had finals, and you went through and did that. Thank you. And especially for my little precious Liz Pesci, the ultimate gift of writing the beautiful RJ song. We burned the CD and we played that at the funeral service up in Syracuse, and there was not a dry eye. I still sometimes at home just put it on just to get myself a little verklempt. And he's not here, one of your ex-students who might be interested, Adam Gerber. When we were down here for the Ghost Bike, he took our family on a hike up Moses Mountain, and we spread some ashes up there. And then this summer I met up with him in San Francisco, and we took a 2.5-hour Segway tour. And I just talked to him, and he said he wished he was here and say hello to you. And these two people aren't part of your college community, but two special honorary family members with us. I don't even know how to thank them, Tony and Lorraine Castelli. Okay, Lorraine and Tony, stand up. I can't even begin to tell you what they did. The day after RJ died, of course, they couldn't do his autopsy or release his body for us to bring it home until he was ID'd. And that was beyond anything I could do. I'm thinking, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And my sister said, well, my in-laws live right down there. So she called them, and they're on their way to Atlantic City for a little day, and they turned around and went back and ID'd his body for me. That was just so far beyond anything. And they did attend the memorial service, and Uncle Tony even participated and gave a little talk. So thank you, Lorraine and Tony. And also, my sister Joan, she's traveled many miles with me through all this. Stand up, Joan. And my stepkids, Jeanette, David, and Stephen, they've really... I taught in the public schools for 33 years, and I had to attend a lot of conferences, seminars, and in-service trainings, and inevitably someone always wanted to share the definition of success. But my favorite of all time is very simple. Success is making a difference in the life of others. So to be successful, you don't have to make $1 million, you don't have to establish world peace, and you don't have to find the cure for cancer. But maybe I wish you would do that. But you only have to make a difference to others, and wow, isn't that what nursing is all about? And what a noble profession. That's what you're going to get to do every day. Not just with your medical knowledge, I'm sure that you're all very proficient in that, but also with your caring and compassion, and that's certainly what you've shown to me, how you came together and how you got through this, overcoming the death of a classmate and surviving a major hurricane too. I mean, wow. I'd just like to close just with a little story about making a difference. One day a man was walking down the beach, and he looked far ahead, and he saw some movement. He wasn't sure what it was. And as he got closer, he saw it was a woman, and she was going back and forth the shore, back up to land. And then as he got closer, he noticed there was this big, huge mound, thousands of starfish. And he noticed that she was running up, picking it one at a time, taking it back. And he said, what are you doing? And she said, well, if I don't get these starfish back in the ocean, they're going to die. And he started laughing. He said, well, you're never going to get them all back in. And she turned around and picked up one more and said, made a difference for that one. And I just want you to know the difference you've made in my life. And I know you did in my son's. And now I wish you all the success to head out and do what you do best. And God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.
So we're posthumously for Ron Tillman pinning his mother, and we thank Laura Barlman and the class.
Just a little announcement that I worked with some students from Professor Dowling Castronovo's freshman class this semester who were helping me with the Howard Avenue Safety Project, and they received a grant of $500 to do something toward this project they've been working on, and they chose to use it to make a memorial on campus for R.J. Tillman. So I was so happy about their decision, and we have a proposal before the senior administration. Oh, it's approved. Lily's telling me it's approved. We're getting a bike rack. I'm a bike commuter, which is why I was so touched by his death. And it's going to be at the entrance to the Spiro Sports Center, and it's going to have a plaque for RJ of some kind. So, wish you all the best.
Really like to thank Laura and Professor Anne-Marie Dowling Castronovo. Professor Castronovo is a Fox Fellow, and those funds have been appropriated for that. And you worked initially on that too with your first-year learning community. So let's move on. Now we have our student speakers, and I'm going to call up Tara Piano first. Am I right?
Good afternoon, Dr. Trapello, faculty, student nurses, family, and friends. It is an honor to stand before my fellow classmates and address all of you. Today we are here in celebration of the completion of the long journey of nursing school. Today we embark on a new journey, the journey of becoming successful and dedicated members of one of the most celebrated professions. Sitting here before me are some of the most dedicated, compassionate, and hardworking men and women I have ever encountered. All of you should be so proud of yourselves. The road to this pinning ceremony has not been without tribulation. There have been some bumps in the road, some hard days, some setbacks. However, there have been some days of celebration, days of joy, and days filled with a sense of fulfillment. True and dear friendships have been made, professors have made lasting impressions, and overall a family was created. We have seen each other at our worst, at our best, and at all the times in between. At some point, each of us have provided an ear to listen to, a shoulder to cry on, and sometimes a hand to hold. Success is a term used by individuals for many different reasons. Some may attribute success to financial gain, accomplishment of a certain goal, and even advancing to a new chapter in life. To nurses, success means making a difference. Making a difference is a phrase that is often used synonymously with nursing. When asked why they became a nurse, I can say with pride that these students knew they wanted to do two things: to help people and to make a difference. It takes a truly special individual to become a nurse. Long after the shift is over, nurses are concerned for their patients. They worry about what will happen to them long after the bed baths are given, the wounds are dressed, and medications are given. As nurses, we not only have the opportunity to provide care and comfort to our patients, but to their families and their loved ones. That is one of the most unique features of this profession, to care for more than just the affected individual. Everyone in this room should be extremely proud of all the men and women in this program, for they truly went above and beyond the expectations of a student nurse. The generosity of this class, I feel, should be shared with you all. Over the past year and 3 months, approximately 30 students aided the New York Blood Center with donating over 150 units of blood at various blood drives. Last year, 15 boxes of food were collected for the Thanksgiving food drive here at Wagner from just the second-degree nurses alone. And around Christmas time, more than 50 toys and other items were collected for sick children and teens for the Ronald McDonald Toy Drive. When a friend of a fellow classmate suffered a house fire, there was an outpouring of donations from the entire class. Over $200 were raised by students participating in the respected walks for the American Cancer Society and the National Kidney Foundation. Some students also participated in fundraising for Alzheimer's, lupus, and even for homeless animals. And when RJ tragically passed away, it was only a few days before memorial t-shirts and ribbons were being sold to benefit the scholarship fund. The graduating class this year has also decided to donate the almost $800 in Student Association dues directly to the scholarship fund. So it came as no surprise to me that when Hurricane Sandy devastated the community, it only took hours before my classmates were volunteering at shelters, helping to clean up, and asking where they could bring donations. Now that is something that you should all be proud of. It has been an honor to be part of this nursing family. I know that this class is on their way to do great things, for they have already accomplished so much. It is with great pride that I congratulate all of you and wish you all the best of luck in your future careers. It has been a pleasure to go through this program with all of you, and I know that you are all destined for greatness. In closing, I would just like to read a quote, one that we have all come to cherish. Just make every day that works towards your dream. There are no limits. The dream grows as you chase it. This quote was made by RJ, for whom we are wearing our green ribbons for today. We believe that this statement is a beautiful expression of the journey we have completed. Congratulations and best of luck to all of you.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is such an honor to stand before you today as we reflect upon our many accomplishments. I would like to start off by thanking our unofficial sponsors, Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, and 5 Hour Energy. I truly believe that because of us, there has been a spike in Keurig sales spanning across Brooklyn and Staten Island. We all know that without our coffee, we would not be here today. From early mornings to late nights to cramming information in the last 30 seconds before an exam, it has all paid off. 12-12-12, what a glorious date, a day we'll never forget. We started this program 15 months ago, each one of us eager to learn, willing to sacrifice, with a passion to care for others and make a difference in the world around us. What started as 42 strangers quickly became a tight-knit family. Our relationship started on August 28, 2011, with everyone exchanging nervous smiles at one another. You know, the kind of smile we gave each other when we realized what the heck have we gotten ourselves into. From that day on, each lecture we had, every clinical hour we completed, it became more clear. We came back to nursing school for a reason, and while all of our reasons may be different, this is exactly where we're supposed to be. I think we all sat on the edge of our seats for the past 15 months, anxious about a test, nervous to present, or terrified to be assigned patients of our own. From being graded on how we wash our hands last September to completing 140 hospital hours this semester, we have come so far. As much as today is our day to relax, carefree from studying, it is definitely a day to celebrate our accomplishments and the lasting friendships we have made. When we first started this program, it seemed unimaginable to think that we would be able to get to know one another and talk about anything that wasn't nursing related. In the beginning, most conversations between one another sounded like this. Is class in the NRC or Spiro today? Did you print out the notes for today's lecture? And the classic, I'm so nervous about getting my first bed bath. But after we finally relaxed and were able to bring our anxiety level down from an uncomfortable 10 to a livable 7, we were able to get to know one another. Being second-degree students, I think many of us entered this program thinking we were not here to make friends. Instead, we were here to work hard and complete the program, that's it. But I think just the opposite happened. What started as a simple carpool to get to clinical, or the exchange of a phone number to complete a group project, relationships blossomed and we found ourselves hanging out, getting to know one another, and as corny as it sounds, we were able to establish lasting friendships. We have been through a lot in the past 15 months with many ups and downs. Losing RJ was one of the hardest things. He brought such a light to this program, and it was hard to come to the realization that he would not be completing this journey with us. His smile was contagious, and he always showed a genuine concern for others. RJ will always be missed but never forgotten. We wear this green ribbon with pride, and this ribbon will forever connect us to one another. Being a girl from Long Island, who attended undergraduate school at Monmouth University in New Jersey, I always just thought of Staten Island as the place to sit in traffic as I went from point A to point B. I never thought I would be living in Staten Island, but for the past 15 months it became my home away from home. When people ask me if I'm happy with my choice to attend Wagner College, I simply tell them I could not have made a better choice. I would like to end with thanking the entire faculty who have made this program so special and unique. Every professor has truly gone above and beyond to give us the tools that we need to succeed. I would also like to thank Joan, Fran, and Maria. I know I can only speak for myself, but I'm pretty sure I sent you guys emails daily, and the three of you were nothing but kind and patient with me. You all are great at what you do and have helped to make this program run as smoothly as it did. I would also like to thank all of the clinical professors who taught us our hands-on skills. Each one of you have the patience of a saint, and we are forever grateful for that. You created an environment that was conducive to our learning and ultimately our success. I'm sure we have left you with lots of interesting memories, and I would like to go in depth about some of our experiences, but I'll just leave it as what happens at clinical stays at clinical. This program has been everything I could have imagined and more. We are all gifted individuals who are entering such a well-respected profession. After all, nursing has been voted the most ethical and honest profession for 13 of the past 14 years. I have the confidence to say that every one of us will go on to do amazing things. The nursing profession will be lucky to gain each one of us. And in order to avoid an awkward and possibly silent ride home, I would like to give a special thanks to my family, who has been so supportive of me and has helped to make all of this possible. So to end this, I would like to say that we did it. I would like to congratulate everyone here, the class of 2012, and remember, nurses call the shots. Congratulations.
Maria, I hope you were there for your special thanks too. I have to say I thoroughly enjoyed all three of the speakers, and you know, you learn more from students actually sometimes than you learn from us, so thank you. Right now I'd like to call up again our undergraduate director and also Professor Anne-Marie Dallin-Castronova to participate in the penning ceremony. Let's start with, ready, Lee? Okay, Virgin Ayala. Congratulations. Danielle Bensimon is being penned by her sister, Amy. We've done this once in the past. It's not as neat as one person pinning, but it means a lot to the students when they get to select who. So we hope we can do it again. We have plenty of space today to do it. Congratulations, Danielle. Margarita Chan. For those of you who may not have a long history at Wagner, not only did the green ribbons symbolize Ron, but they also are Wagner's colors. Congratulations, Margarita.
2 shots. 1,
Kristen Costello is being penned by her boyfriend, Sean. Congratulations, Kristen. Allison Dre. Is also being penned by her boyfriend, Greg. Congratulations, Allison. Erica Igeseth. Who is being penned by her mother, Mary, coming up. Thank you. Mary's been a nurse for 26 years. Congratulations, Mary. Angela Fernandez. Congratulations, Angela. Yvonne Ferreira. Who is being penned by her mother. Congratulations, Yvonne. Regina Gerasi. No relation to Dr. Gerasi. Congratulations, Regina. Lee, Christina. Donna Marie has requested Dr. Nancy Sharofsky to pin her. Congratulations, Donna Marie. Deanna Ingraslino. She's requested her parents. I love that. Tuesday. Congratulations, Deanna. Julie Kane. Julie's being pinned by her dad. Congratulations, Julie. Julia Kaplan. Being pinned by her husband, Paul. Congratulations, Julie. Courtney Collard. Courtney's being pinned by her mother. Congratulations, Courtney. Christina Thomas. Sharofsky will be pinning Christina. Christina also helped us a lot with IT today. Thank you very much, Christina. Where's your sidekick, the young gentleman who helped us too? I don't know where he is right now, but thank you. Congratulations, Christina. Anna Linda. And she's being pinned by her husband as well. Congratulations. Amanda Louisa. Amanda's being pinned by her father, Robert. Congratulations. Rachel Mahoney. Rachel's being pinned by her father. Congratulations, Rachel. Amy Marin. Amy's being pinned by her aunt. Alberta is a colleague of ours who has been Regional Vice President of the American Cancer Society for over 25 years. Congratulations, Amy. Jessica McCusker, sorry. Congratulations, Jessica. Joelle Meeks. Joelle's being pinned by her mom. Thank you. Congratulations, Joelle. Elizabeth Passy. Elizabeth has chosen Nancy Tillman to pin her. Nancy, if you'll come up. See you twice. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Tara Pisano. Tara's being pinned by her mom, who is also a registered nurse. Congratulations, Tara. Yulia Polovitz. Yulia has chosen Professor Jane DeFazio to pin her. Congratulations, Yulia. One of our precious male graduates, Eugene Regaros. Congratulations, Eugene. Victoria Sanjanino. She's being pinned by her Aunt Joanne. Wagner pin. She's Wagner Nursing. Thank you for wearing the pin. Congratulations, Victoria. Thank you for wearing the Wagner pin. Come visit. Michelle Steiner. Michelle's mother is pinning her. Congratulations, Michelle. Take care. April Thomas. Congratulations. Congratulations, Rachel. Julia Tulaneva. Congratulations, Julia. Heather Walling. Heather is being pinned by her mother, who's also a registered nurse. Congratulations, Heather. Tisha Wallacey Paris. Picture out there, Tisha. Sure. She would like her mom to pin her. Come right on in. Congratulations, Tisha. Shereen Wu. Congratulations, Shereen. And last but certainly not least, Elizabeth Zickerman. She's being pinned by her husband, Amir. You may have noticed that a lot of people might be working, particularly the RNs. We have one chiropractor too who's graduating as a nurse. So many people are working in the day and could not be with us. Congratulations, Elizabeth. So at this time in the ceremony, I would like to let you know that we get to the really special part of our ceremony, which is the candle lighting and the Nightingale Pledge. I would like all of our faculty to come and stand in front of the students here and face you, whether you are full-time, part-time, or just work harder than ever, because they've all been a part of your education. And if you could just stand in front, and Mrs. Tillman as well, because you got a pen. And I just want to caution the students, because this is when we light the candles. And although you have beautiful long hair in your youth, please don't ruin it today. You don't feel like practicing. We're here to celebrate. And at this time, we'd like the lights dimmed once the candles are lit. Let's wait till they're lit, and then we'll dim the lights for the pledge. And faculty will recite it with you. Florence Nightingale was considered really the mother of all professional nursing. She was brilliant, lived almost 100 years in the Elizabethan era, was a statistician and a nurse in the war. And this is in memory of our founder.
I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to practice my profession faithfully. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standards of my profession. And will hold in confidence all personal matters. confidence all personal matters
committed to my keeping,
committed to my keeping,
and all family matters coming to my knowledge.
and all family matters coming to my knowledge.
Within my practice with integrity,
Within my practice with integrity,
I will endeavor to devote myself to the welfare
I will endeavor to devote myself to the welfare
of those committed to my care.
of those committed to my care.